You picture me naked?
Ass.
The story is about four college buddies talking about girls and relationships. Pretty much you find out the main character has a hard time talking to girls, and all of his friends just tell him that it's not that hard. All he has to do is just go and talk to them. And in the end, he ends up talking to a girl. Cast was very easy to work with. They were very enthusiastic with the script. It came out in their acting. You could tell that they kind of connected with it, so that made the performances go fairly well. Darren, who was Al, he just kind of knew who the character was. And Ethan, who was Chris, he had some tough parts and he nailed them. Dan Applegate played Phil. He really pulled out the traits that needed to be pulled out. Ross, who was James, was very pleased with his performance.
Take 3. Second sticks.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that I never saw you before today, and I might never see you again. And I think that if I didn't take this chance to talk to you, I could never forgive myself.
Well, we had a camera person and one of the actors, and they were going to a movie together the last night. And it just got a little ugly because they were rushing everything. So much to the point that one of the actors was like, look, you guys, we're gonna stay here until the director and the DP get what they want.
I think the biggest problem that I had was preparation time. I was kind of rushed in the sense that I was just trying to get it done, and I didn't really formulate a crew, until a week before I started shooting. Another problem that I had was my crew was too small. Small lighting setups would take longer because we were trying to find someone to get it done, and when you have everybody trying to accomplish something and no extra hands, you really go nowhere when you need more hands on one project. Another thing that kind of caused a little bit of confusion and some problems on the set were the 2 camera setups that we had. We had 2 cameras going at a time and 4 people, and we had 2 mics going into each camera, so each person was recorded on their own track. This did cause a problem at points in time because we couldn't figure out who was on which camera, so when we were trying to go to close-ups, we wanted to use those so that I'd have the voices on the DV tapes when I was finished, so I don't have to sit there and try to sync up voices on close-ups with other voices from another tape.
Action.
Oh my God. Those are the girls she went into the apartment with. Do you think she's meeting him here?
Well, gee whiz. That would just be the cat's pajamas, wouldn't it?
Go to hell, Al, all right?
Dude, don't yell at me, pal. I'm just trying to help.
And get your lines right if you're trying to help.
Nick chose a hard shoot. Basically, he took a long script and we did it in a very short amount of time. We had 2 camera setups, A and B. So you had to have basically 2 lighting setups because these were not all wide shots. We had medium shots and close-up shots going at the same time. In the end, everybody got into a groove and everything fell together. But of course, in the beginning, it was a little jolted at the start there. And the first day was really hard, but after that, everything was easy.
I would have to say overall, my shoot was, even though there were some hard times and everybody was, getting tired of doing all the work, I'd still say it was a good shoot. It was a 28-page script that I said I was going to do in 3 days, and a lot of people figured I was crazy when I said that because it's a lot of work and a lot of material to get through. But we still did it in 3 days, so the shoot was successful in that sense. This was one of the best learning experiences a student filmmaker could ever do. There's no place for you to make these mistakes and not have to suffer consequences for it other than getting a bad grade. You live and learn.
Oh my gosh.
Impenetrable. Be the wall, think the wall, do the wall. That's my job.
Mm.